What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Pages with Paige, and today we're going to be doing my July and August book haul. Hello my darlings, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking through the acquisitions that I got in the month of July and August. So we'll talk through the stats just so you can have a breakdown of what my reading was like for July and how that affected my hauls, and then talk about the August stats and dive into the books themselves. And this will be a fairly short video because over the 2 months I only hauled 4 books. So for my July stats, in July I hauled 1 book which I had read previously to purchase. I spent $22.40, which brings my yearly spend to $311.42, which is 52% of my yearly budget having been spent. For my reads, I read 2 2025 acquisitions and 3 backlist titles, bringing my yearly totals to 60 backlist titles and 13 2025 acquisitions. So that is 73 books read off my TBR, and I'm trying to read 3 off to put 1 on. So I could add 24 unread books. I'm currently sitting at 14, and that is also sitting at 56% read to 44% unread ratio for my hauled stats, which I am ecstatic with. I also did a Patreon vlog where I read the first sentence up to the first chapter of some books and unhauled quite a few of those off the chopping block. So my TBR ended up going from 158 books to 145. For August, I acquired 3 new books, 1 that I read in the month and then 2 that are unread. 2 of them are ARCs and 1 I bought myself. I spent $18.47, so my yearly spend is at, now at the end of August, back up to date, $329.89, which is 55% of my budget. I read 3 2025 acquisitions and 5 backlist titles out of the 27 things that I read. So my yearly totals are 16 2025 acquisitions and 65 backlist titles. So that is 81 books read off my TBR by the end of August. I could add 27, and I was still sitting at 14 unread because of the way that it balanced out, which is sitting at 60% read, 40% unread. I can't believe I've hit the 60% read ratio, like, no! My TBR did only go down from 145 to 141, but still very, very happy with those stats. So to the books. The one that I bought in July was Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Ball. I got this in Bali. We went to Periplus Books, and oh my god, it was just, I had to stop myself from buying other things, but it was also difficult because even with the price conversion, not a lot of them worked out to be cheaper than what we could get with Ash's discount of his work, but they had editions that I had never seen before, or I'd seen them online, like the US version, which we just don't ever see, and it was so cool. And they had the matching edition of Bookshops and Bone Dust that I can't get in Australia anymore. So this matches my Legends and Lattes, and I'm ecstatic at this fact. So yeah, I was just so excited to be able to pick it up. I'd already read it, so I felt good bringing it home, and I was really happy to add it to our collection. This is the prequel to Legends and Lattes, where we're following Viv before they give up their mercenary career. They're injured and needing to recuperate, so they go and look after a bookshop, and it's just a very wholesome read. Then for the one book that I bought myself that I did read in August was Once a Villain by Vanessa Len. This is the 3rd in the Monsters trilogy, and I absolutely had a fantastic time with this. I'm so happy to have purchased this. This was my new release for Herkiad, and I'm just so happy to have finished off this. It's also a stunning edition. Technically, the second one is my favorite in terms of the coloring, but I still really, really love this. Like I said, it's the last in a trilogy. Lots have happened. The first one is time traveling chaos, and we have absolutely hit the shitteth in this final conclusion. The 2 arcs, the first being Calabasas by R.F. Kuang. Technically, I think Ash brought this home earlier than August, but I didn't add it to the TBR because I was just assuming it was going to go back and I wasn't going to read it. I'm currently reading it for Magical Readathon and having a fabulous time. So I'm very excited to actually dive into this. I was apprehensive because recently by I mean February, reading Hell by Dante, I was like, I don't know if this is going to be a little bit too close to that brain energy that I just currently don't possess. But we're following 2 characters as their journey into hell to find their professor's soul so they can get they're like doctorates, letter of recommendation. I'm 35 pages in and having a glorious time, so I can't wait to get to this further and just see what shenanigans they get up to. The other arc is The Place Where They Buried Your Heart by Christina Henry. I love Christina Henry. I find their writing just so atmospheric and like disgusting but amazing at the same time. Don't know too much about this aside from it's a haunted house story, and that's really all I know. But I do believe that it's the house that is maybe sentient, I don't know, but I'm curious to go in, find out, see what it's about. I adore Christina Henry's writing, so I'm here for a spooky time. This is coming out on the 4th of November, and I'm hoping to be able to get to it in October. Just it feels like the right time for it. Very excited to have that. That is my glorious stack for July and August. I am so happy with all of these reads. I'm so excited for each and every one of them. I'm loving having the matching editions of the Legends and Latte series. Love having Once a Villain in my hands and Calabasas and The Place Where They Buried Your Heart. Are just two arcs that I'm really anticipating to get to, and now very, very excited for all of these. So yes, let me know in the comments what you acquired in the month of July and or August. I'm happy. I've reined it back in. I'm feeling good. I was very worried for I think whatever big month it was where I had gone a little ham and got all my Robert Jackson Bennett's. I feel like I'm in a good place with my whole budget and how that's all looking. So yes, very happy with that. And yes, I'd love to hear any thoughts you have on the books as well. No spoilers please, but anything you want to let me know, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you in my next video or over on my Patreon. Bye!